Hi, it's BellaDeVeraOfficial.wordpress.com, and I'm making another video in my 1,000,001 Reasons to Learn Astrology series. So this is about Mercury and chakras, basically, and other things maybe that go along with the subject, but that's basically what this is about. So Mercury is communicating and thinking. Each person has a Mercury in their astrology birth chart, and it's your sense of humor and all sorts of things. I'm making Mercury videos, like a series on the zodiac signs, which I haven't completed yet, but I will. And what Mercury is all about is in them. And there are a few videos on YouTube, my YouTube channel at the moment. But anyway, so the other thing I want to talk about Mercury is what it's about. It's about your agenda, about communicating and thinking, which is the zodiac sign that it is in. So my agenda is Capricorn, which is all about get to the point now and don't say a bunch of extra crap, for example. Or like Libra is all about, partnerships and love and seventh house. That's what its agenda is all about. And getting along, the balance sign, having everything in harmony, and loving and whatever, and Venus, or Pisces is all about compassion and psychic abilities, and Neptune like creativity and uh that whole other world, that whole psychic realm, that's what that's about, and compassion, like I said, and all sorts of things about that, and the empath, and all of that kind of stuff. So each zodiac sign, I could make a probably at least 20 or 30-minute video on each Mercury, probably, or 15 at least, or 30 or 40, or who knows. There's tons of things to talk about Mercury in the zodiac signs, especially in the degree and the house it's in, and all sorts of things. But what I want to do in this video is talk about chakras, and this is partly for my foundation also, which I've made videos on so far, just a few, but there will be plenty more to come, in the future. So you really should watch those videos actually for this video, because my 1,000,001 Reasons to Learn Astrology video is a series in itself, but it goes along with my foundation though, which I'm actually going to talk about maybe in another video for my foundation. So the reason to learn astrology is because you need to know the agenda of a person, which is Mercury, which is a zodiac sign. The agenda of a person communicating and thinking, without any other thing in this video so far, the agenda in this subject we're talking about, it's not bad. It's a good thing. It's just a zodiac sign. It's one of the 12 zodiac signs. It's just a natural way of being, whatever the zodiac sign is about. That's a reason to learn astrology, to figure out why someone's communicating the way they are and the way they think, especially aspects can make that more complex. But just in itself, Mercury in a zodiac sign, that's an agenda. And it's a good one. It's not a bad one. It's not like a good or a bad thing necessarily, but it is a good thing though, because zodiac signs aren't a bad thing. It's just a zodiac sign in itself. It's just the way we communicate and think, That's the agenda of someone, for what I'm talking about. And the chakra agenda is a whole different subject I want to talk about in this video also, because And you really should watch my videos on my foundation so far. Um, this date, the videos that are before this video, in my foundation, those videos, that's just maybe for this one. Because I just did make videos, right before this one. All those videos before this one, you should watch. Because they talk about chakras and all that stuff, which I'm not going to repeat in this video. But the other misconstrued, sometimes, not always for everyone, but agenda that people have that isn't the legitimate true self one, which is in my videos also. It's the hurt self. That's a whole different agenda that I don't want to talk about, like acknowledge in a way that it's legitimate, because it's not. Your true self is the one that I want to talk about, which is just the Mercury zodiac sign, which is not bad. It's complex though, it's deep. And to get to know someone, you'd have to put a bunch of effort and energy into it, which is not a bad thing. But it's not an on the surface subject. It's deep. Mercury is. It's a deep subject that your agenda is, because all sorts of things in it about you and in your birth chart that makes you communicate and think the way you do. But Mercury in the zodiac sign in itself, that is just what the zodiac sign is about and what the planet that rules it is about. I don't have some Aries agenda when I'm only, not that you can quite maybe in self, it is, but like not when you as a whole person, you can't just be Mercury maybe. But for the purpose of the video, let's say you are being just your Mercury at the moment and nothing else. I'm not communicating in Aries way if I'm communicating in a Capricorn way. I'm not communicating in a, any of the aspects. Like that's a square aspect basically, or a minor one if it's a certain degree, whatever. But anyway, my agenda, if I'm a Mercury in Aries, is Aries. Or my agenda, if I'm a Mercury in Aquarius, is Aquarius. Or if it's Virgo or Pisces or, Leo or whatever, that's my agenda. My agenda is not to communicate in a whole other different way, and be confusing or talk about chakras or my energy level. Like, your Mercury is Mercury. It's not an energy level. It's not a chakra. So the agenda of someone is Mercury. Just for the purpose of this video, you're maybe one or whatever screwed up chakra and maybe perhaps different perspective than someone else's, on all these subjects in this video and for my foundation, if that agenda isn't a nice one, that's a whole different subject, That's not the agenda I'm talking about. The agenda is just the zodiac sign. And my agenda is to just be my Mercury zodiac sign, It's not to be anything else. Especially if there's any time in my life where I'm communicating and my throat chakra, which is Mercury, that's communicating. If there's any time where my throat chakra is not being screwed up at the moment, where I'm interacting with people and I'm doing good things or okay things or acceptable things or, any possible thing like that, or communicating in that kind of way, whether I have maybe somewhat of a screwed up chakra or not, throat chakra, if I'm doing anything that is okay about communicating about Mercury, you know, that's the agenda I'm talking about. That's the zodiac sign I'm talking about. My agenda is the zodiac sign. It's not to present my screwed up, you know, crown chakra. Like it was too high or something, or too low. If my crown chakra is too high and my sacral chakra is too low, that's not the agenda of Mercury. Mercury's agenda is the zodiac sign, just that in itself. I communicate and think, and my sense of humor is my Mercury zodiac sign. That's my agenda. So you should figure out what zodiac sign, whoever you're talking to at the moment, you should know their Mercury zodiac sign because that's their agenda. Like, I don't care if they think their agenda is about their chakras because one is screwed up and they have some bad motive. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about accepting someone that their Mercury is what it is and that is their agenda. Because I'm calling their agenda their zodiac sign Mercury in this video. You don't need to acknowledge their screwed up, throat chakra or crown chakra. You need to let the Mercury zodiac sign be the zodiac sign that it is, and whether you have a bad aspect or not a bad aspect, a difficult one, major or minor, or an easy major or minor aspect to their Mercury. If any planet is aspecting their Mercury or anything, that's one thing in itself to deal with, but their Mercury zodiac sign is allowed to be what it is in itself. You do not get to tell them to be a different Mercury zodiac sign. And that's their agenda, and you don't get to tell them what their agenda is, their Mercury zodiac sign, because it is what it is, That's one reason to learn astrology, because you need to let their Mercury zodiac sign be what it is, not try to change it. Now, if you have a difficult aspect or something, that's something to deal with and compromise about and communicate about, do Mercury things about. But that's not what I'm talking about in this video at all. That's a whole different subject that, that's personal. But a Mercury zodiac sign in itself is not personal. You let it be the way it is. You don't try to tell someone how to communicate, or what to communicate about, you let them be them, that's what this video is about. That's one of the reasons to learn astrology. So anyway, I'm going to stop the video there because I've explained it enough of what I wanted to get across to you. So anyway, so I'll be making more videos in this series and probably talking about my foundation too somewhat, because now that I think of it and in doing this video, thanks for watching this video.